Welcome to today's one half of the semifinal round between the Freising Grizzlies and the Paderborn Untouchables. Freising Grizzlies being the home team. In the field, left field to right field, Corbinian Lohmeyer. In left field, Tizian Siliatu in center field, and Kilian Siliatu in right field. On the infield, Thomas Hoplanspanke at third base, Kubo Hagen at shortstop, Jakob Gottenmeier at second base, Lucas Gottenmeier at first base. Behind the plate, Hannes Stoll, and pitching, Rossi Akbas. Leading off for Paderborn Untouchables is the second baseman, Levi Schwartz. He puts the first pitch into the air and gets past the second baseman. Levi advances to second base on the throw in from right field. So we have a leadoff hit off the first pitch. Now batting for the Paderborn Untouchables, the shortstop, number 14, Tyler Spear. Runner on second base, nobody out. First pitch is high. Second pitch is put in the air into left field. Left fielder couldn't catch it in the sun and falls in for a double. Throw into home plate is not in time, and Spear moves up to third base on the throw. Now batting for the Untouchables, the first baseman, Emilio Getz. Runner on third base, nobody out. First pitch is low. Next pitch is high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Nobody out, runner on third base. Getz swings at that pitch down, misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. Getz fouls that one back behind home plate. Count even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is high and outside. Count goes full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside for ball 4. Getz moves down to first base. Bringing up the pitcher, Jules Moser. Runners on first and third, nobody out. First pitch is down. Next pitch is high. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitcher's low in the dirt. Gets through the catcher's legs, but not far enough for the runner from third to advance, but the runner from first moves to second. Pitch comes in for the strike. Moser was taking all the way. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third, nobody out. Moser puts that one between first and second, out to right field. Scoring 2, the throw comes in to the middle infield, and Moser advances to second base. Now batting the third baseman, Pascal Maibaum. Pitch is high. That ball's put in play past the second baseman, out to right field. Runner from second scores. Now batting the catcher, Lucas Droll. Pitch is low and outside for a ball. Pitch bounces in to home plate, squirts away from the catcher, and the runner moves up to second base. Two balls, no strikes, nobody out, and runner on second. Pitch is called a strike, but squirts away from the catcher. Runner moves up to third base. Counts 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out, runner on third base. Pitch is high and outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Taking all the way, pitch comes in for a strike. Runs count full. Pitch is low and inside for a ball 4. Droll moves down to first base. Bringing up the center fielder, Leo Rosenberger. Still nobody out. Runners on first and third. Rosenberger takes a pitch for strike 1. Next pitch comes in for a strike. Pitch is a little low for ball 1. Rosenberger looks at strike 3 for the first out of the inning. Now batting the left fielder, Max Mybaum. Pitch comes in for a strike, and the runner with a delayed steal takes second base. Count is 1-1. Runners on second and third, one out in the inning. Pitch is high, ball 2. Next pitch comes in for a strike. And that's the second strikeout for the second out of the inning. Now batting the right fielder, Rafael Bogard. Bogard fouls that one back. No balls, 1 strike. Swings through that pitch for strike 2. Pitch comes in a little inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the inning. Runners on second and third. Bogard swings through that pitch for third out. So after giving up 4 runs on 4 hits, Akbas gets out of the inning with 3 consecutive strikeouts. With Paderborn Untouchables taking a 4-0 lead in the top of the first inning, we now move to the home half of the first inning, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Coming into the bottom of the first inning, Paderborn Untouchables take the field. Left field to right field. Corbinian, left field to right field for Paderborn. Max Maybaum, Leo Rosenberger, and Rafael Borgard. I'll finish that in just a moment as the leadoff batter for Freising Grizzlies, Thomas Hoplansbanga. The third baseman takes strike one. Pitch is a little low, evens the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Puts that one down the right field line, but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Let's go, Jules, pound it, let's go.
Next pitch comes in for a strike, looking for the out. Rest of the infield for Paderborn. At third base, Pascal Maybaum. Shortstop is Tyler Spear. Second base is Levi Schwartz. And first base is Emilio Getz. Now batting for Freising Grizzlies. The shortstop, Cooper Hagen, takes strike one. Fouls that pitch back for strike two. And another looking strikeout. Two batters up, 2 strikeouts, 2 outs in the inning. Pitching for Paderborn is Jules Moser, and catching is Lucas Droll. Now batting for the Grizzlies, Rosie Akbas, the pitcher for the Grizzlies. Takes strike one. Swings through the next pitch for strike two. Next pitch bounces in past the catcher to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Aqua swings through that pitch for the 3rd strike. 3 outs in the inning, all 3 by strikeouts. After 1 inning of play, Paderborn Untouchables 4, Freising Grizzlies 0. Leading off the top of the second inning for the Paderborn Untouchables is the second baseman, Levi Schwartz. Takes that pitch low and outside. Count even at 1-1. Puts that ball in play to the third baseman. Third base toss over to first base in time to make the play. One out in the inning. Now batting the shortstop, Tyler Spear. Pitch is a little outside, ball one. Pitch bounces into the catcher. No balls, two balls, no strikes. Spear taking that pitch for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Spear gets a piece of that one and squibs it down the third base line for a foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning. Spear puts that one straight back to the pitcher. Akbar can't handle it. Runner safe at first. Now batting the first baseman, Emilio Getz. Runner on first, 1 out. Emilio Getz put that one deep. That ball's over the center fielder's head, way out for a home run. Center fielder and right fielder couldn't do anything but watch that one sail over their heads and over the fence. Now batting the cleanup hitter and pitcher, Jules Moser. Pitch is low for ball 1. Not Moser's pitch. He watches that one for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch comes in for a ball. Moser puts that one down the third base line, just foul. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moser puts that in play over the third baseman's head in front of the left fielder. They get the ball back in quickly to keep it to a single. Now batting the third baseman, Pascal Maibaum. 1 out, runner on first. Pitch is in for a strike. Second pitch is in for a strike also. Next pitch comes in for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Maibaum sweetens through that pitch for strike 3. 2 outs in the inning. Bringing up the catcher, Lucas Droll. First pitch comes in for a strike, and Moser takes second base on a delayed steal, gets into a rundown. Grizzlies missed the tag. Coach is questioning whether or not the runner was out of the base path. And the umpires will confer. And the call is safe at third. No tag. Grizzlies coach gets an explanation from the umpire, and play will resume. Pitch comes in for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning, runner on third base. Lucas Droll swings through that pitch for strike 3. Excuse me, they call that strike 2. Foul tips that one and stays alive. Called third strike for the third out in the inning. Droll is not happy with that call. Paderborn untouchable score 2 runs in the inning to take a 6-0 lead going into the bottom of the second inning. Leading off the bottom of the second inning for the Freising Grizzlies, the catcher, Hannes Stuhl. Stuhl swings through that pitch. Takes the second pitch for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch is down and away. Rolls to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That ball is put straight up in the air to the first baseman, who makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Now batting the center fielder, Tizian Siliatu. Shows bunt, fouls it back to the backstop. Next pitch is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bunt again, but foul. One ball, 2 strikes. Siliatu swings through that pitch for strike 3, and looks like the back swing of the caught the catcher in the knee above the shin guard. Excuse me, it was foul ball. And while the catcher, Lucas Droll, gathers himself after getting pitch off the knee, Paderborn is making a pitching change. Levy Schwartz coming into pitch. And the pitcher, Jules Moser, will move to second base. With 2 outs in the inning, the batter, Killian Giuliotto, the right fielder. Swings at a pitch that was way out of the strike zone for out number 3. So after 2 innings of play, Paderborn remains in the lead, 6-0. In the other half of the semifinals, over on field 1, Stuttgart Reds and Mainz Athletics are in a tight game. Score was 1-1. Looks like Mainz may have just scored. Couldn't tell whether they call it home plate was safe or out. Back here on field 2, leading off for the Untouchables, the center fielder, Leo Regensberger. Bunt attempt fouled on first pitch. Check swing bunt attempt on the second pitch into the catcher's mitt. No balls, 2 strikes. And strike 3 for the first out of the inning. And Mainz Athletics did indeed take a 2-1 lead up over on field 1. The batter now, Max Madbaum, the left fielder, takes strike 1. Pulls back the bunt attempt for even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is a little bit inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch bounces in for a ball. Mobile takes that pitch for a strike. And takes strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Over on field 1. Stuttgart Reds coming to bat in the bottom half of the third inning. Trailing 2-1 to Mainz Athletics. Back here on field number 2, the right fielder, Rafael Bergard, takes strike 1. Get the foul ball back to the backstop. No balls, 2 strikes. Puts that ball in play down the first baseman under his glove. Out to the right fielder. Right fielder gets the ball back in. Now batting, the pitcher, Levi Schwartz. Runner on first base, 2 outs in the inning. Schwartz fouls that one back to the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch is inside. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Schwartz puts that one straight back to the pitcher. Akbar handles that pitch, the hit rather, and tosses over to first base for the 3rd out. So moving to the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the bottom third of the lineup for the Grizzlies. We'll be back in a moment. Leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Grizzlies, left fielder Garbinian Lohmeyer. Pitch is low, ball one. Called strike, evens the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. And ball 4. Moves the runner down to first base. Now batting the second baseman, Jakob Gottenmeyer. Takes low ball 1. Catcher throws behind the runner, but the runner gets back safely at first base. Pitch is low, ball 2. Gutmeyer swings through that pitch. Ball gets away from the catcher, and the runner from first moves down to second base. Next pitch gets past the catcher again, and the runner moves to third base. Called strike. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner on third base. Called strike 3, first out of the inning. Now batting the first baseman, Lucas Gottenmeyer. Pitch comes in for a strike. And that pitch comes in for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning, runner on third base. Curveball backed the batter off the plate, but did not come into the strike zone. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Looks like we had a big swing and a miss. The ball got past the catcher, and the runner comes in to score from third. Two outs in the inning. Back to the top of the batting order. Thomas Hopslanger. Hopslanger puts that one down the first base line. Catcher, the first baseman catches that one easily and steps on the bag for the third out. After 3 innings of play, Paderborn Untouchables 6, Freising Grizzlies 1.
Come on, baby, come on. Come on. Let's go, boys. Let's go. And we need some more runs, let's go. Energy, we need some more runs, let's go.
Starting off the top of the 4th inning for the Paderborn Untouchables, Tyler Spear puts the ball out to left field, but that ball is caught for out number 1. Now batting the first baseman, Emilio Getz. Emilio Getz puts that ball out, and one hops the fence for a ground rule double in the gap between left and center. Back over on field 1, the other semifinal game between Mainz Athletics and Stuttgart Reds. Stuttgart takes a 5-2 lead after 3 innings. Back here on field 2, the Grizzlies have a pitching change. Now pitching for the Grizzlies, Cooper Hagen. And moving out to shortstop, the previous pitcher, Rosie Akpas. Stepping in to bat now for Paderborn Untouchables, Jules Moser. One out in the inning, runner on second base. Second pitch comes in for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Jules puts that one out to the gap between right and center. Center fielder retrieves the ball, gets it back in to the infield. Moser with a stand-up double. And Milo gets scoring on the play. Now batting for Paderborn, Pascal Maybaum. Fouls that pitch back to the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. Maybaum puts that ball past the shortstop into left field. Throw comes into home plate. Keeps the runner at third base, but Yates takes second on the throw. Excuse me. Maybaum takes second on the throw. Now batting the catcher, Lucas Droll. Droll swings through that pitch. No balls, 1 strike. Swings through the second pitch. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch is over Droll's head. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Droll swings through that pitch for strike 3. 2 outs in the inning. And the batter, Leo Rosenberger. Rosenberger gives a bunt attempt, strike 1. Shows bunt again, but no go. Ball gets away from the catcher. Moser scores from third. And Maybaum moves up to third. Rosenberger fouls that pitch back on his second bunt attempt. Counts 1 ball, 2 strikes. Takes the ball a little outside. Catcher throws behind the runner at third base, but Maybaum was back in time. And he swings through that pitch for strike number 3. Third out in the inning. Back over on field one. Stuttgart Reds are batting in the bottom of the 4th inning and maintain a 5-2 lead over the Mainz Athletics. Now pitching for the Paderborn Untouchables, Pascal Maybaum, and moving to third base is Levi Schwartz. Leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for the Grizzlies is Cooper Hagen. Fouls that pitch back to the backstop. No balls, 1 strike. Puts that one into left field, past the shortstop in front of the left fielder for a single. And that is the first hit of the day for the Grizzlies. Now batting the shortstop, Rosie Akbas. Rosie puts that one out to the pitcher. Pitcher turns and throws to second base, but the ball gets past everybody into center field. Ball gets past the catcher on the relay, back to the backstop, and Hagen scores. Well, Akbar moves all the way to third base. If I was a scorekeeper, I'm guessing there was at least 2, if not 3 errors on that play. Now batting for the Grizzlies, Hannes Stoll. Nobody out, and runner on third base. Pitch is high, ball 1. Pitch is inside, ball 2. Gets away from the catcher, but not far enough for Akbas to score from third. Pitch bounces in. Two balls, no strikes. Stoll puts that one into play. The pitcher recovers in time, makes the throw to first base, but Aqua scores from third on the fielder's choice. Not batting, Titian Suliatu. One out in the inning, and nobody on base. Called strike. Swinging strike. No balls, two strikes. And a third swinging strike for the second out of the inning. Now batting the right fielder, Gillian Suliatu. Two outs in the inning, base is empty. Pitch sails high, ball one. Next pitch is a little low. Two balls, no strikes. Called strike. Two balls, one strike. So Altu swings through that pitch. Evens the count, two balls, two strikes. Puts that ball in play. Shortstop can't make the catch. Runner safe at first. Now batting left fielder, Corbinian Lohmeyer. Runner on first, two outs. Lohmeyer sails that ball out to center field, past the center fielder, all the way to the fence. For a stand-up triple. Paderborn coach taking a moment to talk things over with his infield. Batting now, the second baseman, Lucas Gottenmeyer. Excuse me, Jakob Gottenmeyer. Two outs in the inning, runner on third base. Gottenmeyer puts that ball in play out to the pitcher. Pitcher throws it away into the dugout on first base. Scoring from third base, Corbinian Lohmeyer. And Jakob Guttenmeyer moves to second base on the overthrow. Now batting, Lucas Guttenmeyer. 2 outs, runner on second. Lucas Guttenmeyer puts one down the first base line, but the first baseman is able to handle that ball for out number 3. After 4 innings of play, Paderborn Untouchables still lead, but not quite as comfortably now. The score is 8-5 going into the top of the 5th inning. Leading off top of the 5th inning for the Paderborn Untouchables, left fielder Max Maybaum. Pitches outside, ball 1. Maybaum takes that pitch inside, but on the strike zone corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch a little bit high. 2 balls, 1 strike. Another pitch a little inside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Full count. Pitch inside for ball 4. Maybaum takes a walk down to first base. And we have a pitching change for the Grizzlies. Coming on to pitch for the Grizzlies now is the former third baseman, Thomas Hoplansberger. Rosie Akbas moves over to third base. And Cooper Higgin goes back to shortstop. Stepping in to bat for the Untouchables, right fielder Rafael Bergard. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Bergard takes that pitch for a strike. Evens count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that pitch is down the middle for strike 3. First out of the inning. Not quite sure what just happened there, but evidently Maybaum was called out at first base. Honestly, stumped by that one. Now batting with 2 outs. Levi Schwartz fouls that one over third base side for strike. The second pitch comes in high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Schwartz puts that one in foul play down the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schwartz gets brushed back by that pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Schwartz foul tips on that one back into the umpire's face mask. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Schwartz puts that one into play out to left field. Left fielder makes a shoestring catch to end the inning. And upon further review of the play earlier at first base, I think that the runner may have taken his lead off of first base before the pitch was made, or before he was allowed to take his lead off first base, resulting in the automatic out. So moving to the bottom of the 5th inning. Score remains Paderborn 8, Freising 5. Leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Freising Grizzlies. The pitcher, Thomas Hupslangler. Pitch is low, ball 1. Pitch looked a little low, but was called strike. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball's put down the first base line. First baseman makes the play. Steps on first base for out number 1. Now batting, Cooper Hagan. Pitch is low, ball 1. Hagan fouls that one over to the first base dugout. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch is down the middle for strike 2. And a swinging strike for the second out of the inning. Now batting Rosie Akbas. Pitch is high, ball 1. Akbas puts that one down the third base line, called foul by the home plate umpire. Count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. And swings through that pitch for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Akbas puts that ball in play past the third baseman, out to left field. Now batting Hannah Stoll. 2 outs in an inning, runner on first base. Stoll puts that one out to the shortstop. Shortstop moves it over to the force play. And Paderborn wins this game 8-5. While over on field 1, looks like the Stuttgart Reds have beaten the Mainz Athletics. So the championship game later this afternoon will be between the Paderborn Untouchables and the Stuttgart Reds, while the Mainz Athletics and the Freising Grizzlies will play for third place. That concludes the broadcast from this game, and the next game will start in about 30 minutes.